Community Field of Holyoke, Massachusetts, and together with Anniversary Field, they make adjacent parks. At this point, we're looking towards where there used to be dinosaur tracks, and they were discovered soon after the parks were given to Holyoke, and they made a trail out to them, and then more were exposed in the 1950s. So they found 1930s, more exposed in the 1950s. Since then, the Day Brook, which still flows through the park, has exposed them. So you can go to a trail on either side of that dog park, and you can go down there, but the dinosaur prints are long gone, sadly. Now, supposedly there's more prints in the park. I could never find them, though. So good luck with that. We're going to go off to the sidewalk and see more of the park. Okay, you can see here, we're going to slide towards the playground side. Is enormous, right? And it's always been that they try to take care of the children of the area. There's a big playground set, and there's a smaller one for little kids also, and a play field beyond. There used to be a wading pool back here in the 30s, maybe 1935. They replaced that about 1955. They replaced it with another one, a bigger one. Also, there was ice skating and sledding, tobogganing off a hill that we're going to see. And so there's always been wonderful things here. And we're going to pause and walk off to the north. All right, the Sachs family were very nice to Holyoke through the years, and they donated in 1960 playground sets. And for that reason, Ralph Sachs, a former county sheriff, is honored out here. And the family still donates to the park when it can. Now, in the distance, you see it starts to go uphill. That used to be a sled run, and it also was a toboggan run. Before Interstate 91 crossed, they can go to the top of Anniversary Hill and come down a toboggan all the way down to the base here. Now, why did Holyoke get these beautiful parks? Well, both of them were gifts, and I'm going to point out, we're going to pause it again, we're going to point out exactly where that gift comes from. We're now looking up the road that leads up to the top of Community Field and Anniversary Field. These both were given as gifts to the city of Holyoke in the year 1923. We're now in the year 2023, so this is the year that's the 150th anniversary of Holyoke as a city. It's also the year 100 years since these two parks were given to Holyoke jointly. Now, they're separate parks because they were given for separate reasons. The one on the top of this hill is called Anniversary Hill and Anniversary Field. It used to start down by where the Lynch School used to be, and they'd go up from east to west, up the hill to the very top. And the gift was given by as a gift from a family that wanted to donate to honor Holyoke on its 50th anniversary as a city in 1923. And so they gave the entire hill. His name was Walter Scott. He didn't live in Holyoke, he lived in New York City. But his daughter, who was married to the Magna family, loved Holyoke so much that she and her father were benefactors to the city, and the father had given this park to them. Now, the same year, this park called Community Field was also bought out, and in that year, the owners of Community Field told Holyoke, we're only going to keep a small part of it, and the rest of it is going to be a gift to you once we're done setting up what we want. And what do they want to set up? They wanted to set up a minor league baseball stadium here and a minor league baseball field. And that's all they wanted to do. And they're going to have this base here as the park. Well, they tried and tried to get the money together. They got some money, but it was never enough. They graded a lot of land. That's why it's flat in this area Community Field. But it was never enough money to really get it flat enough and big enough for a baseball stadium. And so what they did, they honored their wishes. They said in 1923 they'd give it to Holyoke when they knew they were using up what they wanted. So they gave entirety 1929 to Holyoke. So Holyoke has owned both of them for 100 years now. And we're going to have, on September 2nd of this year, 2023, a walk that starts at Community Field and goes up into Anniversary Field. And it's going to cross 4 bridges made by the CCC. The CCC is the Civilian Conservation Corps. And so I hope I see you on that tour, and I hope you come on some of your stops, at least on your own or with me. And you get an introduction here, but each stop is going to build bigger and bigger on topics until you learn a lot about this park. Thank you.